Hi, welcome to the Guaranteed Retirement Guy Show. My name is John Stevenson, and I'm going to talk to you about what if your money runs out during your retirement. Okay, what if your money runs out? What do you do then? Well, I'm also going to be talking about how to avoid that so that you don't have to go back to work, okay? Or you don't have to lean on loved ones to take care of you. So this is a serious issue because there's a lot of people right now that are having this problem, okay? They either have to stop working because of health issues and they're trying to figure out what to do for retirement because maybe they don't have a lot. Maybe you don't have a lot saved up. Maybe you do have a lot saved up and you're still worried about running out. Okay. And of course, if you run out during retirement, you have to go back to work, or you got to take cash from people that are willing to give it to you. You know, maybe you've got family who are willing to help you out in that respect. Hopefully you're lucky enough to have that. But at the same time, most of us, if not all of us, do not ever want to have to put that burden on someone else. Okay. And so we don't want to run out of money during our retirement years, during these golden years where we want to be enjoying it. Maybe you have grandkids, kids that you want to hang out with, or friends, or you want to go vacation, or maybe you just want to do those hobbies or things that you've always wanted to do. Okay, everyone's different, but I would say it's safe to say that all of us do not want to run out of money during retirement, especially during the time where we don't want to be working, or maybe we can't work. Okay, so when I talk to people about their retirement, okay, and we talk about, longevity risk, we talk about not outliving their assets. And then we look at their assets and we say, all right, you got your Social Security income here. Maybe you have a pension. Maybe you're lucky enough to have a pension from your company. Maybe not. And then maybe you have a small nest egg in your bank account. Maybe you have a brokerage account or even an IRA, a Roth, or a 401k or something that you're thinking about. I'd like to take some money out of this and supplement my income from my Social Security or anything else. But if, you might be looking at the numbers and thinking, okay, well, if I withdraw this much and I earn this much, and hopefully I earn this much, then my income should last, but it has a high possibility of maybe running out in my 80s or even 70s, okay? And that is a real fear. And so people are like, what do I do if I run out of money? What am I going to do? Okay, I don't want to lean on my kids, my loved ones. I don't want to have to call my friends up. I don't want to have to do that. So what do I do? So we're going to be talking about annuities. We're going to be talking about how to set up these contractual contracts, guaranteed pensions for your retirement. Okay. And you can do that with a lump sum. Okay. So you might have money sitting in a brokerage account or cash or your 401k. And you're like, how do I best leverage this to be able to give me lifetime income, something that will give me income for the rest of my life? Okay, so annuity contracts will allow you to do that. And you can go to my website, johnstevenson.com, and look at my annuity calculators, and that will show you everything that's available. Okay, the income rider calculator will show you usually the most income out of all of them. So if you're looking for highest lifetime or highest annual income, especially with the most flexibility, then look at the income rider. Okay. So again, my website is johnstevenson.com. You can book a call there as well if you want to get on a Zoom call with me and talk about annuities, get your questions answered, or maybe you want someone to help you set that up. I'd love to do that for you. So that's what I do for people. I help them purchase annuities. I set them up and I service them long after the sale. Okay. So I'd love to help you do that. Of course, at the same time, I'm not going to try to sell you anything as well. There's also a link below this video where you can get directly on my calendar that way as well. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. I just kind of wanted to show you, paint the picture of what this could look like. So, and this could be a completely different amount for you, and it probably is. But in this instance, I'm going to show someone who is 62 and they are single. Now, if you are married, then you're gonna want to do a joint payout. Okay, it'll be a little bit different than what I'm showing you here, but not much different, just depending on your ages. So, and then you got Florida, and again, it could be any state, and most of the payouts will be exactly the same. And then you got $500,000. Maybe you got a lot more than that. Maybe you got a lot less. I would recommend at least $100,000 into these contracts. Okay, so if you look at this and say, all right, well, $500,000. I know that if I take out $20,000 a year and hopefully I'm earning a certain amount, then I won't run out. But things change, okay? And so I want to have the highest amount of income, and I also want a contract ensuring that I will not run out of that income. Okay. And then this person who is 62 is deciding to wait till 67 to take income. So they're going to let that annuity contract defer, which of course is going to give them a higher amount later on. Okay. And again, this is guaranteed for their life, no matter how long they live. All right, so if you look at $500,000 and we scroll down, we can see the highest payout is Corbridge Financial. Now, this could be completely different for you, your state, your circumstance, but for this particular situation, it is the highest payout. Corbridge Financial, and they're a good company. They bought out AIG a few years back. They're 100 years old. They're a solid A-rated carrier. So you got $55,000 that's coming out for the rest of your life. You might be thinking, well, that is really good. Okay, I'm going to take this out for 30 years. I'm going to take out like $1.6 million. Yes, you will. And if you take out, if you decide to live till 100 or 105, you never know, you might take out a lot more than that. Okay. So anyways, that's not bad from a $500,000 investment. And of course, if you were to say, well, I want to take $55,000 out of my $500,000 investment, maybe you can grow that $500,000 to $600,000 because you still want to have some growth, but you're also nervous about market risk. Then you're thinking, all right, well, I want to keep this in bonds or something, and I'm going to grow this conservatively to $600,000 during those 5 years. Maybe you could grow it more. But even so, if you look at that and say, all right, let's say I grow it to $600,000, can I generate $55,000 in guaranteed income? Guaranteed income. That's the key there for the rest of my life. And most people would say no. Okay, so when you look at a contract, you're saying, all right, I can just drop $500,000. I know exactly what it's going to be. Okay, market conditions could change. It does not matter. This is contractual. Okay, so I'm ensuring that I'm never going to run out. Okay, I'm never going to run out of income during my retirement. I fixed the problem, and I did it with $500,000 or $100,000 or $200,000 or $1 million. It all depends on what you're looking for. And the longer you let it defer, the better it's going to be for you. You might be 55 and you might have 10 years to defer it and you got less than $500,000. That will allow you to defer it a lot longer and get almost the same amount. So that's what's so nice about these contracts is when you set them up correctly, you can do very, very well. Okay. So anyways, and this could change. I mean, look, I can move this to joint and it'll change the numbers. Okay, if I was to say joint and they're both 62, it's going to pay $52,000, not $55,000, just because it's on the hook for 2 lives now. Okay, and especially when you got a female involved, they live longer. Okay, statistics show they live longer, and especially with longevity, and when the company's on the hook for 2 lives, they're like, all right, well, we're going to guarantee a highest payout possible, but since we're on the hook for 2 lives, it's going to be $3,000 less, which is not bad. It's like $250 less per month. Okay. So again, that's what I would recommend. If you are married, make sure you set up a joint payout for you and your spouse. Okay. That, in my opinion, is always the best. Unless, of course, your spouse is like 20 or 30 years younger, which a lot of my clients will have a spouse who is younger. They might be on their second marriage, or they just have a spouse who's younger. And what happens is they want to have these joint payouts, but it's so low because the insurance company is on the hook for someone who's really, really young and the older individual. So in that case, it's usually best to do a single payout. And when you have an individual who is working, who they're building up their nest egg at the same time, and they're not going to start their retirement for like 30 more years, that makes sense because you can still have the highest payout from your assets. And then you can have the younger spouse, especially if they're still working, or if you just have other assets that are continuing to grow for them, let that sit and grow aggressively if you want, and then purchase something for them later, a contract for them to activate later in life. And that works out very, very well. So that's what I would do. And that's what I do for people when they're looking for guaranteed income for either a single payout or a joint. So again, if you want to book a call, there is a link below this video. It goes directly to my calendar. And if you want to go to my website, johnstevenson.com, you'll be able to see all the annuities at your fingertips. And then if you want to book a call there, you can as well. So I'm not going to try to hard sell you. I don't like high pressure sales. That's what I do though. I do sell annuities, but I don't want you to feel pressure to do it. So anyways, rest assured, if you book a call with me, we're going to be talking about your needs, what you're looking for. And then of course, we find something that's right. I'd love to earn your business. So anyways, hope that helps. Again, if you like the video, like, subscribe, share, comment below, and I will answer. And again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.